Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sammy Snake Racing YouTube channel, and welcome to episode 2 of the Master License Lap Guide series. For those who don't know what this series is about, I'm doing lap guides for every single one of the Master License S tests where you have to do a full lap in all different cars. The reason for that, I did a live stream where I set the challenge to try and get in the top 10 All Stars. And that is basically to set a lap time that is top 10 in the world for every single one of those challenges. And we managed to do that. So I thought we may as well make some lap guides out of them. So we've done S1. Check out my channel if you're struggling with S1, which is the Honda Civic around Bathurst. Now I was going to do S2 next, but long-term subscriber half the world commented on the last video saying he's really struggling with S4, so I thought I would do that one next. And also, I wasn't particularly 100% satisfied with the lap time that I did previously because we were trying to do all 10 in one stream. So I went back and had another go at S4 to improve my lap, and we've only gone and set another world record. So this is currently the fastest lap time on this, or for S4 in the world. So it's definitely good enough for a lap guide. Let's jump in and show you how we set this lap guide so you can get gold on this challenge or perhaps beat my time. Let's go. Okay, for the Master License S4 challenge, we find ourselves in the Jaguar XJ220 with sports hard tyres on, going around Grand Valley Highway. Now, if you've done this challenge, you'll know that this car is an absolute boat around corners, but we're going to do our best to try and show you what you need to know to set a good lap time. Okay, as soon as you start the lap, get over to the right hand side and straight line across towards this 500 marker. I want you to brake just before that and brake in a straight line, aiming to get your two right hand tyres over the white line of this curb here where the camber is. You go deep to the yellow line, get it just under 45 mile an hour, lift, let it rotate and then accelerate hard in second gear. As we head down the hill, it's flat out for this first left-hander, but keep it nice and tight to do the shortest line possible. As we come to this bridge, I want you to brake as soon as you go underneath it. 50% braking input, nice and tight to the right-hand side, and as you get it underneath 120 mile an hour, balance the throttle and try and keep it as tight as you can to the left-hand side. Early change it to fourth to stop it understeering out to the right-hand side. And then try and keep it as close to the left-hand side and brake on that 400-yard marker. As soon as you get it down under 40 mile an hour, the car will turn in, keep it nice and tight to that white line, and then accelerate out in second gear with smooth throttle application. Straight back over to the right-hand side, and what I want you to do is brake as soon as you go past the 100-yard marker there, but only brake at 50% braking input. Keep a nice tight line. If you brake any more than 50%, the car will understeer out. What you're aiming to do is slowly slow the car down to just under 65 mile an hour, get the car turned in, and then slowly feed the throttle in. What you want to do through this section is maintain as much momentum as you can, balance the throttle, keep the line as optimized as you can, so the shortest line possible. You notice how we're getting two wheels over the white line where we can, and being careful not to brake too much so the car just understeers and doesn't grip at all. So coming into this right-hander, we're trying to balance as much speed as we can through this corner. We actually go a little bit deep and a little bit too narrow, but as soon as we get it in a straight line, we're braking down to first gear to help the car rotate. And what I'm trying to do is get the car just under 40 mile an hour, then up into second gear and accelerate. You can accelerate quite aggressively out of this corner in second gear, and that is that complex over and done. The next braking marker you're looking for is this 200 marker. You want to brake as soon as you go past that. Brake in a straight line and then trail brake into this apex, aiming to hit an apex speed of just over 50 mile an hour. Nice tight line, two of the left-hand tyres over the white line, and then feed the throttle in. And as soon as you've got it in a straight line, you're aiming for the narrowest line you can, the shortest line possible, and an apex speed of just under 65 mile an hour. And as soon as the tarmac colour changes, accelerate hard in second gear. Now your next braking marker is the 300 marker, but I would say halfway between the 300 and the 200 is the right point to brake. Now brake in a straight line, and as you start coming up into this corner, lift off at 60 miles an hour and let the car naturally rotate and turn in and slow down going up the hill. Apex speed of 50 to 55 miles an hour, keep it tight over to the right hand side. As soon as you come out of the tunnel, dab on the brakes, and then try and get the left hand tyres over this grey curb so you can straight line it across both of these curbs. I go a little bit wide and have to I can't get on the accelerator as early as I would like there. Now hopefully you'll do a better job than what I did through that last chicane. It's flat out coming up the hill, but as we come through this tunnel, I like to lift off completely in fourth gear, aim to get two tyres over that right hand curb, and then fully back on the accelerator in fourth gear to carry as much speed and momentum coming down this home straight. And that was good enough to set a time of 1:58.557, a world record at the time. Whew, now I tell you what, that was a lot of slow-mo and a lot of explaining. That took me out. But now we're going to watch the lap again from chase camera perspective with kilometres an hour for everybody else who uses kilometres and this viewpoint. And you're going to get to see a little bit more easily how the car behaves watching it from this viewpoint. You'll note that we are lifting and coasting quite a lot of these moments of the track. So just here, lifting to allow the car to turn, and then being careful and gentle with the throttle inputs, early changes to 4 to avoid understeer, braking, slowing it down, being patient, and then again lifting and coasting into the corner to get it rotated. And this is the point of the track where you'll see how the car flows through this section, where I perhaps slowed it down too much, arguably, but it's the only way I can explain as we're going round and articulate what we're trying to do. But you'll see how we are cutting the corners, we are carrying the momentum, and we're being very gentle with both our braking and acceleration inputs to carry as much speed through there. And again, we brake in, we trail brake, we get the wheels over that white line, and then we feed the throttle in. And then we're nice and tight, narrow line through here, we're carrying the momentum, and again we're slowly applying throttle application coming into these corners. And you'll see in real time with this corner how you brake in a straight line, and then you use the camber of the corner to help rotate it in and slow it down, lift off completely, coast, keep it a nice tight line, balance the throttle, and you'll see how we go a little bit too deep here. You want to brake slightly earlier than what I did there, so you can get the two wheels over that left hand grey curb, and then be able to straight line it over the right hand grey curb and carry more momentum out of that corner. But now you can watch this over and over, learn what you need to do, and perhaps, you know, just even set a faster lap time than what I managed to do, because there was definitely mistakes in that. And there you have it, your fully comprehensive guide to S4. I hope that helps to get gold if you're struggling, or if you're just trying to bump your time up the friends list a little bit. I hope this guide also helps you to achieve that as well. Do me a favour, if you found that this lap guide improved your time, it helped you, leave in the comments, you know, what time you had previously and what time you got after watching this. If your time got worse or didn't improve, don't say a thing. You know, I want to look good online, you know what I mean? But for those who are here to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. There will be more content. I am aware that I've not been on as much, making as much content, not been live streaming. I have just started a new job. I'm very busy, but I will be finding more time soon. So please bear with me. Apologies for my absence. The snake will return and more frequently in the future. But from the Racing Snake, it's over and out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.